welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. After a long time of not posting any video, a friend of mine motivated me. Alex, thank you so much. So he motivated me to do more videos, and I've been having a lot of questions from mostly from Ugandans. They've been asking me how I can come as an au pair to German. And the thing is, it's really now different. I made a video of how you can come to German as an au pair, but now it's really different because back in Uganda, I don't know, maybe Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, like East Africa, I don't know if it's the whole Africa, but mostly East Africa, au pairs, they are on a waiting list. Like you have to be on a waiting list for the visa, like visa waiting list for 1 to 2 years. So you have to be on a waiting list, waiting to have a visa appointment. Whoever brought that idea of waiting list, man, this waiting list has done more harm than good to people. But we can't do anything. So the information is like au pairs in Uganda. If you want to come as an au pair and you're coming from East Africa, for example, you're coming from Kenya, you're coming from Tanzania, you're coming from Uganda, you have to be on a waiting list. Even Rwanda, I think, I don't know many other countries, but particularly I know mostly Uganda and Kenya, maybe and other East African countries. I don't know if it's the whole Africa, but au pairs, you have to be on a waiting list. That's like from 1 year to 2 years waiting list. Yeah, as I was saying, like you have to be on a waiting list for 1 to 2 years. So if you want to be on a waiting list, like the questions were very many. How can I be on the waiting list? How can I come? Why is it not working? Yeah, that's the problem. That the problem is being on the waiting list from 1 year to 2 years, and there is no family that wants to wait you from 1 year to 2 years, my dear. That's the problem. But if you want to put yourself on the waiting list, the only thing I can advise you, like for example, if you're in Uganda or East Africa, you go before you even study the language, you put yourself on the waiting list. Like you go on Google, you put in German Embassy Kampala. It will come, like you book an appointment. When you put in what you want, we want to come as an au pair, they will show you options that coming as an au pair, coming as a volunteer, you have to wait for 1 year. So you register yourself there, you put yourself on the waiting list. That means you have to be having a passport already. So when you put yourself on the waiting list, because it will take 1 year to 2 years, you go and study the language. After studying your language, you can do A1 to A2 as you wait. You're already on the waiting list. So the way to get the families, because these days there is Aupair World, like an app where most families find au pairs, or where most au pairs find families. But because on Aupair World, most parents, they want people. They want au pairs, and they won't wait for you for 1 to 2 years, like seriously. So you find that most people, almost families on Aupair World are getting people from different countries, from India, from where other countries, okay, I'm not going to name them, all of them, but other countries, whether Italy, whether France, America, yeah, they'll be getting au pairs from other countries where they don't have to wait for a long time for people to get visas or to come to them. That's what I mean. So you, as someone in Africa or in East Africa or in Uganda, mostly because I'm from Uganda, so I'll be talking, I think most people will be watching me from Uganda also, like they're the ones who have been asking me the questions. You have to go on Facebook. There is or in East Africa, because it's where I know that there is that waiting list. Yeah, most people that are coming here are using the Facebook page. So you go on Facebook, you search for au pair in Deutschland. There is one that shows au pair in Deutschland or au pair in Germany. Yeah, I'll search it for you also. I'll put it in the video, so you, or in the comment section, you can see the link, or you'll see where you can see it. So when you register yourself on Facebook, so you have to be also having a Facebook account, or those who have not yet registered, because there are those students who have just finished high school and they really want to come also to Germany. So that means you have to open up a Facebook account. You start posting yourself, posting your life, how it is, because families that will want to invite you, they want to see how your life is. They want to see how do you behave, how is your life, you know. So you have to have a Facebook account that you have been posting your information on, how you live, yeah, like normal Facebook account. And then the second thing, you learn the language. Another thing, you put yourself on the waiting list. So when you're on this Facebook page, there you'll find very many families, many au pairs who are looking for families. So the more you communicate with them, you find a family and you let the family know when they call you to the embassy that you have an appointment, because you've been on the waiting list for a long time. After 1 year, they may call you and give you an appointment. So you can tell also in those page on this Facebook, you can tell the people that I've got an appointment. Trust me, there will be many families that will be looking for an au pair who has an appointment, because most families want au pairs who have appointments, because most of the au pairs who are there, they don't have appointments, and families obviously they are looking for pairs who have an appointment. So if you put yourself, mark my points, you study German, you can first put yourself on the waiting list. The first thing, get a passport, put yourself on the waiting list. After putting yourself on the waiting list, study German, because it takes if you want to do A1, it will take only 3 months. If you want to do also to be A2, it will take 6 months. So in that process, you're studying the language, you're also waiting. But if you say you're going to study the language and then you wait for 1 year, of course you even have forgotten everything that you've studied. So it's better you get the passport, you put yourself on the waiting list, you study the German language, you register yourself on Facebook, you be active on Facebook. In that group that I'm going to put for you in the video, it's called Aupair in Deutschland, another one is called Aupair in German. So you'll find many people there who are on Facebook, au pairs who are looking for families and families that are looking for au pairs. I know many people who have come as au pairs through also that Facebook page. And others who want to come as au pair and they're not in Africa or they're not in East Africa, you can go on Au Pair World, you register yourself, it's always for free. You'll find a family that is ready to take you, because other countries, they are not on the waiting list, but mostly African countries, they are now on the waiting list. Reason, I don't know. So if you want more information, you can ask, you can put your questions in the comment sections. I'll be replying you. Yeah, that's the thing that most people have been asking me. Even before I went to bed, like a friend of mine called me, yeah, and was asking me the same thing. I said, okay, let me just do a video for you guys so that I don't have to keep repeating myself, you know. I have a lot of things to do, that's why I've not been posting and I can't keep repeating myself. I'm really sorry. But so, whoever will be asking me, I'll be forwarding you the video so that you watch it. Let me repeat them. If you're in Africa, mostly East Africa, that's where I know. I don't know if it's the whole Africa, but what I know, East Africa, we are put on the waiting list, visa waiting list. You can't get an appointment easily if you want to come as an au pair. So you have to wait for 1 to 2 years. So my advice would be, you get a passport. If you don't have a passport, you go and study the German language. If you're in Kampala, you can go to Goethe Institute, you study the German language. You need A1, but you can also do A2. It takes 3 months A1, and if you want A2, it will take you 6 months. Then in the process of you waiting, you're already on the waiting list and you're also studying German. After 1 year, you will get an email that you've got an appointment. So if you're on Facebook, you'll be associating with people, talking to people, searching for a family, and letting the families know that you're on the waiting list. So the moment you get an appointment, you can even post yourself in that group and say, I have my appointment. For example, you have an appointment in December 20th and we are in October. Many families will be wanting someone. So if you post yourself, like you say, hi, I'm Stella, I've got an appointment on 20th December. Is any family ready to take me? Trust me, many people will be wanting to take you. So that's my advice, and hope I've answered your questions. I'm sorry if I'm so speedy, and yeah, but hope you understand me. Have a good night and ciao ciao. Bye bye. Peace. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Yeah.